Hello. So in this video I'm going to share a really funny and interesting way you can soft lock the game in Pokemon Solar Light, Lunar Dark. So the way you do that is you have to be in this city here, which is Waytide City. And you have to have not taken, or you have to have not taken the center in this city, and you have to have taken a center anywhere else. Generally, it doesn't really matter if you haven't taken the center at all, but for the sake of showing this video, I'll have taken the center in the docking port here. And in the course of the run, you first go up this Route 8, using a sailor's boat. And then once you get surf in Waytide City, you can then surf down or wherever else you want to go, if you so choose. But you take the boat for the first time you go there. And so the way you soft lock the game is you have to lose a fight coming up in this next area on Route 9, which is one of the rival fights. Now, I've mentioned this in the streams, and you've probably seen, if you've seen any of the speedruns of this game, is you can lose on purpose most of the rival fights in this game without blacking out. When you lose the fight, you drop some money, of course, but then you also, the run just continues. Nothing happens. You obviously miss out on some experience, but you don't actually lose any time, and in fact, it's faster to purposely lose fights in a lot of cases. But this fight, actually, you have to win. You cannot lose this fight. If you do lose, you black out and go back to the previous center. Now, if you took the center in Waytide City, this wouldn't obviously be an issue. But because I took the center in the docking port, something really odd happens if you lose this fight and you choose a specific way to get back to this area. So I'm just going to lose this fight here. So this would be a good way to lose this fight if you could lose it, but because I can't lose the fight, I would black out and I end up back at the center, which is super slow. Much slower than winning the fight. So what I could do here is I could surf, take the route all the way up here to that area I was just in, or because I have surf now, or because it's actually slower to do that, and it uses less repels, I can take the Sailor Man again. And so that's fine. I go take the Sailor, and when I arrive back in Route 9, instead of talking to the sailor, it initiates the cutscene with the rival again. And because you didn't beat him previously, and the plot didn't progress, you have to fight him once more. So in this circumstance, I'm actually going to win the fight on purpose, obviously, which is what you're supposed to do. This is generally not an issue for passwordless. So there's two categories of the speedrun at the moment. One where you use the passwords in Serpentine, one where you do not. In the passwordless run, which is what I'm showing here with the Fleero, it's very difficult to lose this fight because the first Pokemon you set up on doesn't do too much in terms of damage. But in passwords, you don't have any setup moves and you have to one-hit everything. And this, or that water type poke that I died to previously, is pretty scary in that case. So in that circumstance, you would save before that fight, but in passwordless, you don't save. There's no need to do that. Okay, so here's the last poke. So now I've beaten the rival, so everything should be okay, right? Actually, no. So I get the free heal. And he gives us the hammer, and then we should be free to go back and enter the next area. But, unfortunately, the game soft locks. So I'm pressing the arrow keys to try to move, I'm pressing the A button to try to talk to this guy, I'm trying to open up my menu right now, and none of that works. So we've successfully soft locked the game. So in which case you'd have to reset and load a previous save, which is kind of annoying. So anyway, that's one of the ways you can soft lock this game. I'm sure there are lots of others. I think there's one that I found, another way that I found, but this is one of the funnier ways of soft locking the game. Thanks for watching.